of know how to get there.
Okay.
That's the difference, I think, for me to be an analyst versus a play-by-play guy. You deliver the moments. And I'm curious as to how you prepare. Yeah.
You want to do it in the moment because that's genuine. That's you.
That's fascinating.
And people will remember that.
It's not easy.
No, it's good. You want it to look easy, but hell, it's not easy.
No.
It takes a lot of prep and it takes a lot of work.
So Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to be a couch commentator this season. In fact, he's already doing some DBCs with Brett Griffin. It's insane that we've got 6 years left of 2020's insanity to live through. But I can already say that NBC has already taken the biggest L of the entire decade.
Firmly grasp it! That ought to do it.
So if you guys don't know, if you're a casual that got hooked by NASCAR full speed, just know that Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the Dolly Parton of NASCAR. This guy has the name and a tremendous amount of popularity. Dale Earnhardt Jr. does not have bad takes. If anything, Dale Earnhardt Jr. can go on the DJD and say, you know what, we need to bring back Kentucky as a figure 8, and I guarantee you at least half the fan base would be kind of lukewarm to the idea. That's just the amount of credibility and leverage this guy has due to being a race car driver and now racing historian. Plus, with all the adversity he's had to face, he's a generally likable person. Given recent news, it's confirmed that Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to be the guy that both Amazon Prime and Turner Sports are going to build their cup coverages around. As much as this is a massive loss for NBC Sports, big picture, this is going to be fantastic for the future of NASCAR broadcasting. Let's go back to 2017 when Dale Earnhardt Jr. ended his appreciation tour and hung up the driver's helmet for the final time in the Cup Series. Dale Jr. joined the NBC broadcasting team that was already assembled and put together long before he was done driving. Now, by joining Amazon and Turner Sports, Dale Earnhardt Jr. really gets to be that guy that says,
Avengers!
Assemble.
He's going to be in the director's chair, being able to pick the best camera operators, reporters, directors, and commentators to really build an ultimate NASCAR broadcast the way he wants it. That's why I'm of the notion it's less about the money, because let's be honest, Dale Earnhardt Jr. can get on the top of an expensive car and do a cringe TikTok dance if he wanted to. That's just how filthy rich he is, although you could argue he wants to be a guy that wants to help build generational wealth for his children and grandchildren in the future. Alright, I'm probably drawing this out a little bit because I'm thinking long-term game with fuel cell full about how many ads I'm going to put on this video whenever this channel gets monetized. With Dale Earnhardt Jr. being at the head of these programs, who's going to be the lead commentator for Amazon and or Turner Sports? Because I believe there's a chance that these two might work together to share the same commentary team, kind of like what NBC and TNT did in the early 2000s. Adam Alexander and Alan Bestwick both have a strong history and connections with TNT. Rick Allen, interestingly enough, is going to be taken out of the lead commentator slot in favor of Lee Diffie once NASCAR returns from their Olympic break. Even Mike Joy could be susceptible to breaking his long, historic 24-year run with Fox because Jeff Bezos. But if I had to predict who's going to be the lead commentator for Amazon and or Turner Sports, it's none of those guys. I'm secretly hoping this ends up being a Josh Berry to the 4 kind of bold prediction, but I believe that Ralph Dale Earnhardt Jr., to say his full name, is going to be the new play-by-play guy for Amazon and Turner Sports. Hear me out on this one. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has a strong reputation. Like aforementioned in my attempt to draw this out for future long-term ad revenue, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is becoming an incredible racing historian. at least from a mainstream lens, because there's a lot of people that are historians that don't get the limelight. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the biggest guy right now, other than Mike Joy. Also, something that's criminally underrated is that Dale Earnhardt Jr. has media experience, not just with how he leads conversations in the Dale Jr. Download. As a relatively new listener to the Dale Jr. Download, he is an incredible podcast host because he brings out compelling stories and authenticity in his guests, no matter who it is. Let's not forget back to New Hampshire, I believe, when NBC did the drivers only broadcast.
We're underway here in New Hampshire. 400 miles and 200 laps here in Michigan. Starter taps the back of the official starter and they wave the green flag. We're underway. Pretty even. Oh, look at that. Guys getting checked up. Big contact back there. J.J. Ailey's around the 10, the 2, hard into the wall.
Oh, goodness.
Off of turn 4, the 20 car looking for that white flag to wave. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank for Christopher Bell. If he can make it through turns 3 and 4, he's got lap cars in front, but the lead is a little bit too big for Christopher Bell. Eric Almirola with the upset at New Hampshire. Off turn 4 and nothing between him and the checkered flag. Christopher Bell wins at New Hampshire. The closer, Kevin Harvick, is going to make it happen in Michigan.
Dale Jr. was that lead commentator for a few races at NBC, so he knows what it's like to anchor a live, unscripted, televised broadcast. Finally, it gives Amazon and TNT flexibility for their booth. Drivers come and go, whether it's in the cockpit or in the broadcast booth. You never know when a driver's values or life is going to change to where they want to switch up careers. If you're a broadcast network, you always want to keep the door open and try to make sure that your broadcast booth is as relevant as possible. If you're a long-tenured NASCAR fan, you'll know why that's important, considering Fox's broadcast booth the last 2 years before Harvick joined. It would be a move for them to bring on drivers fresh out of the race car, and due to his new deal with Unilever, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to be the first guy to greet this retiring driver that is stepping out of the car and into the broadcast booth with some Degree deodorant and Suave Men body wash. That is why I'm going bold, and I believe that Dale Earnhardt Jr. will be in the driver's seat of the Amazon and/or TNT broadcast once he officially returns to TV coverage next season. A little late, but I wanted to add this to the conversation of Dale Earnhardt Jr. leaving NBC for Amazon and TNT. If you guys enjoyed, there's more full tank content coming to Fuel Cell Full. Other than that, this is Nathan for Digital Gas House. Life's a beach and then you drive.